here at Harmons Cooking School at Traverse Mountain. I'm Chef Freyka, and I'm gonna show you how quickly to do empanadas. Well, better say these quick empanadas, because when I hear empanadas, I'm gonna think about those empanadas from Peru, which I'm from Peru. But these ones are empanadas that are quick, something that you can bring home and make in approximately 15 minutes if you have the right ingredients. So let's talk about the ingredients. We have some ham. We have our artichoke and spinach dip, or spinach and artichoke dip is delicious. We have 1 egg split in two, the egg yolks and the egg whites, brushes. We have a tiny little bit of flour, especially we have puff pastry. It's on the freezer section and it's very easy to use. Just defrost it a couple hours before inside your fridge and it'll be ready. So we're gonna sprinkle tiny little of flour on our cutting board. We're gonna open this up. Look, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the papers off. It's always a little sticky and that is completely normal. That's why we have the flour, and we're going to sprinkle this with flour. I'm going to move this out so you guys can see better. There we go. My little rolling pin, and I'm going to lightly stretch it. There we go. This is the same way that we will do also turnovers, and turnovers are so delicious, and they're very easy to use. We're going to use a bench scraper to cut this in 4 pieces first. And now from here down, it all depends what you're doing. Are you doing an appetizer? Do them cocktail sauce, which is what we're going to do. You want to do it for lunch? Keep them in 4 pieces and then you have a big empanada. And then don't use a tiny little bit of ham. Use a good amount of ham, a good amount of this, serve it with a salad. But I'm going to cut this one more time. There we go. I'm gonna cut all my pieces because I have to keep showing you this, and I'm gonna collect them all in one side. There we go, cutting. You know, and this goes for cheese balls. This goes for the spinach dip, ham. You want it to be some meat filling, anything you want, even apple filling. All right, so we have the little square right there. I'm gonna stretch that little square into a slightly bigger square so that the dough is a lot easier to manipulate. There we go, see that? Little bigger, one big, one small, so you can see the difference. I'm gonna lightly brush it on one side with the egg white. I'm gonna put my ham. I'm gonna grab my little dollop of spinach dip. I'm gonna fold it, my little triangle, my hands right over that, taking the air out, and then with my other little fork, I'm gonna do little sides there, so you can do that. For the sheet pan, if you don't have parchment paper, just sprinkle some flour, it's going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to keep doing them. And then I'm gonna do a few more. I'm gonna do at least 4. If you have a vegetarian friend, just keep them with the spinach dip. Don't put any of the ham. That's completely acceptable. They're all yummy. There we go. Repeat until all your dough is done. There we go. If you're in class, I will actually show you only a couple of them, and then you will go and make your own. There we go. But at home, you get to make it with your family, just for a night. Maybe get some cards out, play some games, play some food trivia. We did that the other night. It was super fun. We played a food trivia, and we had a blast. I won. There we go. There we go. And we play Harry Potter trivia too, and I won too. Now I'm gonna push that in. That is my beautiful timer telling me that my empanadas that I put early are ready, and I'm gonna show them to you. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look at them, guys. What about that? I'm gonna do one more and I'll bring these ones out. They need one more minute. One more minute. I want just a touch, a little bit more color. There we go, stretch, stretch. Last one to show you, and then you guys are on your own and you will making this at home in no time. You just need ham and artichoke spinach dip. There we go. You put them here. Imagine that I finish. We don't want to bore you here, correct? You brush them with the egg yolk. The egg yolk was mixed with 1 tablespoon of water. There we go. Just brushing, brushing, brushing. There we go. And this goes into the freezer for 5 more minutes. Why? Because puff pastry works better when it's cold in the oven. So if your puff pastry was at room temperature for a while, plus your hands worked on it, you need to make sure that your product is cold. And that goes for anything with puff pastry. Into the freezer for 5 minutes, and then you put it in the oven, and 10 minutes later, closer to 11, this is ready. I'm going to put some over here. And one thing I like to do when I'm gonna have this for friends is I put some powdered sugar, believe it or not, powdered sugar sprinkled over empanadas very, very lightly. And we're ready to go. And my friends, that's it. For more recipes and for what to do with the spinach artichoke dip, go to our harmonsgrocery.com page and visit our YouTube channel. All of the chefs are pitching in and making classes for you and to help you with cooking. We love cooking and we want to pass it on to you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.